Hey, what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing? I was just trying to check out to see how well that the YouTube streaming does over here uh, on my phone today, just to see maybe this would be a new option to kind of come in and to chat with folks. I might do it on my other channel, the one that I do some PlayStation stuff on. Let's see here. Well, thanks for all of y'all that came in. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully, you are all doing well. We've got Cat Guy, Soakin, Carmen, Mr. Flower, B Zizzle. How am I? I'm doing really good. And then Mr. Flower. Yeah, I'm doing really, really good. Let's see. So I was just sitting down because I started taking a look at. There was an app that was called Quick Flips. It was this app that was by Phoenix Resale. Anyways, I took some games just a few moments ago, and I just decided to like try to put them into the system and just see what type of prices that came back. Anyway, needless to say, it wasn't. It was really, really, really bad. So yeah, I don't know. I love kind of collecting. I've got some new kind of game pickups too that I have not recorded as well. Has anybody else been shopping and been kind of picking up some new games? Anything kind of sweet in anyone's collection? I can show you some that I picked up. I think I have them over here. Yeah, I do. Um, I recently picked up a few more games. I'll be putting these on the channel at some point. Most of the time, everything that I put on this YouTube channel is I usually have already had it, usually for weeks, sometimes even more than that. Mainly because I don't know. I like the whole collecting process and everything. I mean, I like the documentation. I mean, I liked all the other stuff too. But anyways, I've got a bunch of games here, and I'll go through those with you. So let's see here. We've got B Zizzle. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. I'm thinking of I don't know. There was I don't know. I'm thinking of something. I'm a girl, don't think I'm a boy. Everybody thinks that. Oh, probably because I don't know. Guys would probably come up with those. So I've got one thing that's really weird for me to show here. Probably because all of you will be like, "What? Why? Why did you show me this?" But it is a Van Helsing DVD. Now this is not worth anything. For the most part, you can get this for about $2 to $3 anywhere. Now, the reason that I was looking for this movie is because I make some really crazy collecting experience. I have a lot of different things that I collect, and this one had an Xbox One game demo on it. So I think you can see it right there. It says play the Xbox Van Helsing game. So basically, you put the DVD of this into your original Xbox, and what it will do is it will give you the game demo, which I thought that was pretty cool. That it's something that you could do. There's actually a whole bunch of these movies. I think there right now there's probably about I don't know. I think there was 10 or 12 movies that's out right now that you can buy that has this thing in there or has like demos with it. Let's see. I got a few decent deals here, and the sticker price is never what I paid for it. But one I got was Katamari Damacy for the PlayStation 2. This one, you know, I was pretty lucky because I paid $3 for this one. and it looks really, really good. I'm guessing that most of you probably play all the retro game consoles too. What's all of y'all's favorite console? Is it like PlayStation? Is it Wii or any of those other game systems? Hey, what's up, Abel? Do I play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite. Now, I never really got into it. Never really got into it. PS5? Yeah, so PS5 is like what's like always on, like around, around here. Um, right now, the game that I'm currently playing is Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. This was a PS4 game that was for the PS, or that I'm playing on the PS5. I find that game to be uh, pretty good. Recently, before that one, I beat Wolfenstein: The New Order. So after I finished the New Order, I thought, okay, well, I should go ahead and play Wolfenstein 2 because, as y'all all know, I get deals where it's dirt cheap. So I found Wolfenstein 2 for that one. I think I paid $10 for, which is a little bit more than probably what I should have. But I'm only like I always just try to kind of watch how all those prices and everything like that goes. So not only did I get this one, Katamari Damacy, but I also got We Love Katamari. And again, these titles right here, I didn't pay the sticker prices on them. I got these for $3 each. I definitely will be sharing that on the channel in just a little bit. Let's see. Hi there from the Czech Republic. What would you prefer, a Switch 2 or a PS5 Pro? Well, now I think some people probably know me from my other PlayStation channel. Would probably know I'd probably go with PlayStation 5. That's just simply because I just love the library. The PlayStation 4 is hands down one of my favorite consoles. And I know a lot of people, they're like, yeah, the Nintendo 64, something like that. Those were cool. Now I'm just like, nah, I really love my PlayStation 4 and I love that library. And then playing all those on PS5. And I know PS5, they don't really have any exclusives, right? I mean, Astrobot, which is the one of two games that I actually platinum last year. Because I don't really platinum games. I don't play games like for doing all the trophies and things of that nature. And so, yeah. Anyway, I just really prefer PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 stuff myself. But for the Switch, I actually have a Switch and I've got a trip coming up. And on that trip, I plan on taking the Switch with me because that is my one of my go-to consoles. I also thought about charging up my PlayStation Vita or a PSP with me, and kind of going from there, and just seeing what I could do with it. So yeah, I'm a big fan of you. Well, thanks. I'm subscribed. Awesome. Yeah, I always love to have new people subscribe and join to the channel. I've never been one of those that tries to like beg people. Even on my other like main channel, I guess you call it a main channel. I don't know. Honestly, YouTube for me is a 1000% hobby. Like, I don't make anything off of YouTube really. This channel, I mean, I've made nothing off of it. I just really like sharing it, and I would do that like regardless, like. But I have a full time real job that keeps me busy. You know, sometimes a lot of hours a week, and then sometimes not as many. But yeah, I've got a full time job that is actually how I pay for all my stuff. And what's also really cool is that I just bought some Rode wireless microphones that I'll be using in the future too to get some of the audio a little bit better because I know it hasn't been too great. I thought I'd just go ahead and invest in, some quality products. You got to go tumbling. All right. Well, bye bye. Thanks for stopping in just here for a moment. So yeah, so let's see. I just showed y'all a couple of PS2 titles. So we had Katamari Damacy, and we had We Love Katamari Greatest Hits. Fun fact is the Greatest Hits version on this is actually worth a little bit more. These both had the manuals in there, and yeah, they were just in really good shape. There's what the other one looks like in there. That's what the other one looked like, and I was pretty happy. You know, I'm starting to think that for like collection and collecting stuff, that I really want to only stick with like more of the premier like titles or titles that I feel like worth like a little bit more. So like these two are examples of what I would consider to be quality, content that's on them. It's a, I mean, for me, they were good games. Whereas I look at like some other games that I have in this kind of bundle right here that I'm currently getting rid of, and like these are not so important. And I think of like this one right here, this game actually runs about $15. I mean, again, it's not very, very much, but and the Katamari Damacy game is like right around the same thing. It's just I feel like stuff like this, Guitar Hero, it isn't those like grand adventures, that you want to go on. So yeah, all of those type of things, I think I'm gonna just kind of start getting rid of it. There was a dude on that I saw. His name was Hecklin Steve. He is another YouTuber, and he did a video that I thought was pretty interesting. And I'm going to go to it. It was just over here, and it was called again Steve. Heckin Steve is his name. He was like a reseller. I mean, he was like a guy that kind of like flamed people that were reselling stuff. But he had a pretty interesting video called "Having a Big Game Collection Sucks." And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into this video and I'm going to go share. I'm going to go copy here, and I'm just going to put this in here if this works. Let me go over and try to paste it into this chat. Back to here. We'll go back to live. Sorry about that. And here, I'm going to drop this link in here. Like I said, I don't know this dude, but I did find this to be a pretty interesting video. If you want to like check it out like later on, and basically in that video, he was talking about having a big game collection and why it sucks, which is always kind of interesting. Like it's funny because you're very privileged when you have a fairly large game collection. You have a lot of game consoles and things of that nature. And so, yeah, it was kind of interesting that he made this video because in it, he was talking about, he has a big game collection. He was thankful for it. But also by having, kind of that, gigantic collection, in his mind, there's other problems with it, like it's hard to find games and stuff like that. Well, hello there, Psycho Tourist Driver. How are you doing? Hopefully you are doing very well today. Thank you for stopping in. I thought I'd just pop up a stream here and just talk about some games and things like that, as I was originally setting down just to put some games that I had into a bundle that I was just gonna sell here locally. I've been doing tons of like, a lot of the games that I get, I condense them back down to a smaller version, or I have a smaller subset of them. And that was kind of going into that video of like a big game collection. And I've been thinking for like this year that maybe I should only focus more time on just the bigger, higher quality, wins than anything like that. Or games is what I'm talking about. You want to change your name? Well, you can always create a brand new account if you want to do that. Let's see here. So here's one that I picked up that I recently found out that this is a PAL version. So Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 3, a steelbook version of it. And yeah, I looked this one up, and this one was actually a PAL version of this game. So I did not know how that kind of came to be over here. Obviously, somebody brought it, but this one, it looked really, really good. On the inside, had all the case and all that other kind of good stuff. The sad thing about Grand Theft Auto 5 is that for like current consoles like the PlayStation 5, that game, it runs about 30 on GameStop right now. And yeah, and like but for these older consoles like this PlayStation 3 steel case book, you know, you would think that this one would have like a bit more like value to it, but this thing's worth like 12 bucks, 12 US dollars. That's kind of crazy. Hey, what's up, Luke? How are you doing? Um, so yeah, it's kind of strange that these kind of sit there and they're not really worth anything because I always thought that steel books should be good. Everybody likes PlayStation stuff, and then I can't even get rid of this thing for $12, which that's like the going rate. And so yeah, I know most people they bail out and they start selling all their stuff on eBay, but I just never really wanted to get too deep into that. Let's see here. Okay, so what are a couple of your favorite PlayStation games? Let's see here. So what are a couple of my favorite PlayStation games? Well, let's see. So for the PlayStation 5, I'll start maybe on the PlayStation 5. I hate to be the same person as everybody else, but I really did enjoy Last of Us Remastered 2. I thought that was a great game. I have a video over here on the channel where I talked about all of the PS5 games that I own, and in that, I mentioned that one. I mentioned that game, and I mentioned that how much that I liked it, and it's just one of those games that was solid. Another one that I liked a whole lot was obviously Astrobot. Astrobot, one of the two games I platinum last year, and that was it. Well, that one, and then Astrobot, and then I platinumed RoboCop. So RoboCop was a ton of fun. Uh, I really liked RoboCop Rogue City for the PS5. So there is a couple of the games for the latest and greatest console. For other systems, I liked. I mean, I played my Switch. I've got a list somewhere of all the games that I beat last year for the Switch. Let's see. And I'm wanting to say Mario versus Donkey Kong was one that I really enjoyed on that platform. Let's see here. Okay, so I've got a little list. Yeah, so Mario versus Donkey Kong. I don't even know what I said. Was one of the games I really liked on the Switch, and then I also spent some time with Contra on the on the Switch as well. So those two were pretty fun. Let's see. So some other games. One thing or one system that I really do enjoy is the Game Gear. I even created a channel at one point for Game Gear, and I didn't really do anything much with it, but or I really didn't do anything with it, but I really liked a lot of the Game Gear stuff. Luke says I have a YouTube channel. Awesome. Have you been able to turn on the live stuff? Because I just turned mine on. This is the first time that I turned it on uh, to go live. And you have to, like a day before, I had to submit like a form thing. I think that's because this channel isn't monetized or anything. I did this on my other channel that is monetized and it worked totally fine. But yeah, on this one, that's that's that. Let's see, what's up? Second one. Keep working at it. Keep making videos and you'll do much better than that. Let's see here. So what else is going on here? So let's see. We have got more games that we can talk about. I've got a nice little collection here. So here is another. I just showed you the Grand Theft Auto Steelbook. So here is another brand new one. I have not put this one on the channel yet. This is just in that pile to kind of record. But this is Gears of War 2, and this is the Steelbook edition to that game. This is another one that I got for absolutely dirt cheap. For this one right here, I paid a total of, what was it? $3. Yeah, I paid $3 for this one. I'm sure all of the exclusive flashback map stuff has all expired at this point. Oh, this one's pretty interesting. They actually didn't they didn't even open it up. So that's kind of neat. It would seem like most companies would do their codes like that because right now it's real easy to leak your code. You know what I mean? Oh, here's some old advertisements in here. Huh. I don't even recall a lot of this stuff. These are just some old advertisements that they used to put inside of these things. Here's another one for Fable, Fable 2, which is pretty interesting there. Let's see. Okay, so it opens up, and then it opens up to a Battlestar Galactica thing right there. Interesting. I haven't looked at a lot of the paperwork to some of these games, just to see if it looks good. Manual, pretty solid. These were back when they used to give you thick manuals. Wasn't that a good time? They would give you very thick manuals. Yeah, nowadays, you don't really get anything whenever you buy a new game or anything like that. So yeah, there was the steelbook to Gears of War 2. I beat this game way back when the thing came out, and it was whole lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed checking this one out. Let's see. Another one that I got that I haven't put on this channel yet is Super Smash Brothers. So Super Smash Brothers Brawl. This one was for the Wii, and it did come with all the goodies, thankfully. This one I got for so cheap. I just paid $3 for it, and for this one, yeah, I was very happy that everything looked pretty decent, pretty good for that price. And then the disc on this one was just crystal clear on the back. You can tell wherever this copy was at, it had all kinds of dust on the outside of it. This thing has just been setting somewhere for, I mean, years since pretty much the thing came out. Looking at the comments, I don't have enough vids to go live. I don't know. Is it rated on videos or is it rated on something else? Huh. Let's see. Um, Here is one that I'm having trouble getting rid of. Ratatouille for the GameCube. And you're thinking, okay, Ratatouille for the GameCube. This one should go. People should want this game. No, they don't want it. And I mean, there is some people that wants it, but not many people. But the real reason that they don't want it is because this one has this horrible spine to it. That's the reason this thing is sit. And even like this one's sitting around, I haven't been able to get rid of it. You know, I haven't been able to find anybody that wants it. And I do not think I've checked the disc until right now. Disc looks fine. Yeah, all these old Pixar games right here. Let's see here. What else do I have here? Do I have anything? So is there any game systems? Let's see. This one right here was a really good one too. Kill Switch. This might have been out. This came out obviously a very long time ago for the PS2. It was like a first-person shooter back in the day, and this is one of those that I had just an absolute blast with it. Opening up the case here, and there's more inserts for iNinja, which is kind of odd. I don't know why it's kind of odd. Well, yeah, it was a PlayStation 2 game. So that one. Kill Switch 2, or Kill Switch, that one's a game I can't get rid of. You're seeing a lot of the ones I recently picked up because I bought these for like a couple bucks. They were super cheap, and I thought that maybe I could, you know, sell them quickly, you know, for at least a little bit more to help, you know, pay for more stuff, because that's pretty much what I always do. I used to do that pretty much 100%, where I would buy games, and the games that I bought basically funded everything. And then I started wanting to buy more crap, and then it didn't work out. It didn't work out quite as well. Let's see what else that we have here. So what other games do we got? So we have Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction over here. And this one, yeah, this is the one that was really cool because this one is supposed to come with a demo disc, and it didn't. And when I opened this one up, it actually had Mercenaries, the game that this one was, but I believe, was that, no, I was wanting to say that was the greatest hits, but it doesn't look like it is. And then it also came with Mercenaries 2, which was for the PlayStation 3. Oh my goodness, did I enjoy this game right here. I played Mercenaries 3, or Mercenaries 2, quite a bit when it came out. Yeah, and this one also kind of has the book and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm just about out of games. I think I showed you Suzuki and those. I've got a few games that probably isn't really worth mentioning over here. But I do like to keep sealed games. So anytime you see sealed games like this right here, it is absolutely worth keeping. Definitely they're definitely worth keeping. I mean, a lot of the sealed games I think are. I always just kind of bundle these up and protect them, and then I might pull them out at some point. I've got a bunch of sealed Vita stuff. If you've watched the channel, you've probably seen a number of like this, all of the sealed Vita stuff that I've got. Um, well, cool. So let's see. Any other games that I had to mention there? No, but I'll tell you what. So I mentioned a little bit earlier. I'm currently playing Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. That has been my main game. What games have y'all been playing? What is y'all's kind of like big games you're playing? The other one that I'm playing a lot right now is Madden 25. Yes, I'm a football fan. I love football. I like watching it, obviously. Madden 25 is what I spend a lot of time about. Um, and then I had gotten into Elden Ring at the end of my Christmas break. And then when I went back to work and everything like that, just life, I've got a family and stuff. And so when life kind of kicked back in again, I got back out of it. But I was really going to go pretty deep into Elden Ring. But I'm just thinking that, and I know it's not like it's an impossible game to beat. It's just that grind. You've got to be okay with doing that grind. Let's see what we have down here. So it says, I enjoy listening to you talking about games. Oh, I don't collect physical games, but enjoy games in general. What state are you from? English is not my first language, but I find your accent funny. That is absolutely fine because I am from the deep south, and so folks that's in the deep south, they sound like me. But I moved out. I moved to the West Coast. I've been in the West Coast for a decade. Obviously, I was already an adult, so the accent didn't change or anything like that. Yeah, it's just as it is or as it's going to be. That's awesome. I do like when people, are, like kind of just listening and talking about games. I know there's a ton of people that's like, hey, this physical game collection, this isn't my thing at all. And, in the real reality of it, and I'll tell you this is like a real hardcore, like, I love like my physical game collection. At the end of the day, if you don't want it, then I wouldn't do it. Like, I mean, I know everybody's their own person, but like, nobody should ever feel like it's almost like I've talked to people before and they knew that like I really liked games and stuff like that. And they were like, oh, well, I bought that one digitally, or messed it up or something like that. And I'm like, no, you added money to the economy and all that other kind of good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you know, sure the service may cut down. See, that's the fear, right? Is that we all fear that the service is going to cut off, and then when the service cuts off, then after that, it's just going to be the end. But yeah, that's at least my thoughts. Let's see here. I play Diablo 3 on the PS5 right now, by the way. Diablo 3, that is a very good title. Uh, and look forward to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Okay, well, yeah, there's a lot of really kind of good things that's coming out. Now, one of the ones that I know that I've been wanting to actually find, or that I've been on my lookout for, has been Stellar Blade for the PS5. Obviously, the physical disc for it. And when I say on the lookout, what I mean is that I'm just looking to see if I can get it for like a good price. And what's a good price for me? I would probably go 30 or less, obviously. So about 30 bucks is where, and I know Stellar Blade is like an extremely awesome game, but I was thinking Stellar Blade is one that I kind of have on my list. I downloaded the demo of it. I liked it, but I didn't like it that much. Now, there's other games where it's like, a good example of a game that I will buy on day one is Silent Hill 2. So Silent Hill 2, when it came out for the PlayStation 5, I was totally looking forward to that game. Bought it on day one, and yeah, I paid a crazy amount of money for it on day one. It was sadly a $70 game on day one. Now, I think even with it being a $70 game, I used like some credits and coupons and things like that because for some reason that kind of like makes me like, I don't know, happy like to get like games and crap for cheaper than really what I should. Like when even like the reality is that I don't have to like try to get the absolute cheapest price, because like games that I really want, I'm more than likely just to go and pay for them. Like Silent Hill 2. I wanted to be the first one to knock that one out. So that's just a few of the things that I thought was kind of pretty neat. Now, I don't know if all of you did the PS5 recap, but there was like a PS5 recap that came out, and it showed that Grand Theft Auto 5 was, I think, my most played game last year. Grand Theft Auto 5. And so, Grand Theft Auto 5, I looked right now on my PlayStation 5, and it shows 53 hours, which I don't think 53 hours is that much time, to be quite honest with you. Let's just see what some other games are that I've got. No, so like Wolfenstein 2, I've got 10 hours on that one. It's funny, I've got more hours in Wolfenstein than I even have in Madden, which I was telling everybody Madden was the one that I was playing. So I know there's a few new people that's joined in. At least I can see that the counts went up, and I talk about a lot of different gaming stuff on this channel. So if you like stuff like game pickups, like going and picking up games, bringing them back, seeing what you've got, running them through like price charting, keeping all the good games, getting rid of all the bad ones, and then making a little bit of money on the side with it, then this is the place. Let's see, other things I like to talk about here on the channel. I really like to look at how the PlayStation 4 physical media is treated on the PlayStation 5. And so that's some of the things that I kind of like to do over here on the channel. And yeah, most people probably have watched me from my PlayStation channel, which I'm going to start doing maybe some lives over there too. I know that YouTube is pretty good at doing pretty good. YouTube is pretty good at doing these things. So anyway, I just encourage you, if you want to check out and subscribe to the channel, and I don't know, like the videos and things like that, then that would be helpful. I've never really liked saying all that anyway, so it's kind of it's always been kind of hard for me to say that. Let's see. Well, I think that is every game that I had that was setting over here. The ones that were too boring, I just definitely didn't have and won't show you. But anyways, I think for now, I think I'm going to call it. And I really do appreciate you all checking in. And I'll probably do more of these if y'all like me kind of just sitting around chatting. And I've got some new mics and stuff that I'll be using then too. All right, thanks. Bye bye.